What's happening, gamers? Welcome back to Marvel Strike Force here on the KwingsLetsPlays channel, and today we are going to do our best to unlock the Merc with the Mouth, Deadpool. That's the plan, anyway. Yeah. And then hopefully get to try him out in some of the levels. So you can see we've amassed a lot of Deadpool orbs, thanks to the event and some raids with our league. So here we go. Right off the bat, it looks like 8 shards for Deadpool, plus,
awesome.
You know, 2.
There's a happy Deadpool balloon there.
It's a piñata.
Oh, okay.
See? Piñata. It's kind of clever. And 8 more shards.
I love piñatas. Wow. I see. That's why there are all those little things hanging off of it. It's the little, yeah.
Well, it's also Deadpool's craziness. You know, he does a lot of crazy stuff.
Yep, because he's serious. He's serious, just like Slade Wilson.
Just 4 orbs. He's not Deathstroke. Even though Deathstroke came first.
I feel bad for Deathstroke, like in the Teen Titans movie.
Whoa!
Because, like,
18.
They think he's Deadpool, but it's like he came first. So it's like Deadpool surpassed him in popularity. Kind of. To some people.
Well, there's... To
other people, Slade will always be awesome.
Well, he was called Deathstroke the Terminator, but he can't be called that, so... because of, you know, the Terminator movies. I believe DC got a cease and desist from the guy who created the Terminator movies, saying that he had copyrighted the name Terminator. So then Deathstroke either just became Deathstroke or Slade.
But
when people talk about
which came first, Deathstroke or the Terminator?
There we go. Deadpool unlocked. Deathstroke came first.
So they took his name for that movie.
Yep, that's the power of Hollywood. All right. Deadpool.
That's just like Shazam got his name taken.
Yep. So 20,000 to recruit with my Deadpool character. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember when Deadpool was in that one Spider-Man game we were playing, and I hadn't really seen a lot of Deadpool before, and I was like, whoa, this guy is crazy.
He's supposed to be crazy.
And you were telling me, yeah, he's insane. I was like, what? I thought only bad guys were insane.
Well, I mean, he had a sense of humor, but he was driven kind of insane after all the torture that he underwent through the Weapon X program in Canada.
He voluntarily went through that program?
I don't remember.
In the movie, actually, I didn't actually see any of the Deadpool movies. From what I saw from the trailers, it seemed like he decided to do it to save his own life or something. Or that's how they did it in the cinematic universe.
Yeah, I'm not really familiar with the comics Deadpool. Okay, so once he reaches a level 15, then we can upgrade some of his abilities. So we're just going to upgrade him a little bit more. Gonna get him up to maybe level 30.
Yeah, I mean, they couldn't have picked a better person than Ryan Reynolds, though, because he has such a great sense of humor, so...
He has such a great sense of humor that he actually, since Cable can time travel, at the end of the Deadpool 2 movie, he goes through and basically erases all his past movie mistakes as Ryan Reynolds. Which, the funny thing is, if he kills himself as an actor, how does Deadpool end up being created? I mean, I don't think Deadpool thinks this stuff through, but... whatever.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa. I'm gonna have to ask you about that later, like, to figure out what you just said there, because I'm like, whoa.
It's kind of confusing. But yeah, he did that. Alright, so we're going to upgrade the character a little bit more, and then we're going to take him for a spin.
Yeah.
So we'll be back after we grind a little bit more in this game. Alrighty, so it took a while, but Deadpool is going to be a tier level 5 now. And we wasted a lot of gold on Deadpool, but he's close.
He's worth it.
Yeah,
sorry.
it's okay. He's close to the 3,000 attack power, so he should be good to show off. And we're just gonna level him up just a little bit more, bring him up to probably a level 40, I think.
Yay!
And then we'll be good to go, and should be able to show him off a lot more properly than we did during the event thing. So. And Deadpool is, of course, unlocked through the Deadpool raids and completing the event. And the amount of Deadpool shards you get is completely random. I'm actually fortunate enough to get the character a little bit earlier on, which is kind of nice, because usually It takes me a while to unlock the character, so I'm glad that we were able to get Deadpool pretty early.
Yeah.
So I even had people in my alliance mention how I had like a lot of Deadpool shards. I got really lucky, so hopefully people will appreciate seeing Deadpool in action. So he's a level 45 and a power level of 3,500, so I think that's going to be good enough. And we'll take him for a spin in the... He should be a hero. Oh, we got some milestones first. There we go. Okay. Now, I actually used to like when they had music on the menu screen. I don't know why they got rid of that, but they did for whatever reason.
Yeah, they did have music on the menu screen. I don't know where that went.
I don't know.
Maybe the update somehow accidentally took it off.
It's possible. We're gonna skip all this. Doesn't matter. Alright, so apparently Deadpool is under the hero stuff. There he is. With his shuriken spinner thing.
There's Deadpool.
And we're gonna go take on some bad guys. And check out all his moves. But yeah, it'd be great to have music on the menu screen again because... I don't know, it
just makes me feel happier.
Well, it makes it less boring.
It's something to listen to while you're sitting there just doing stuff and figuring out where you're gonna go.
Yep, so basically Deadpool can take out everybody by himself at a level 45, attack level of 3,500, which is good.
So, when they did all those experiments on him and stuff, they gave him superpowers, or kind of?
I didn't see the first Deadpool movie because I don't like stuff with a lot of vulgarity in it.
Yeah.
I don't watch a lot of R-rated films because I don't like being berated with that kind of language.
I'm the same.
The comic books, Deadpool is vulgar, but he's not like super vulgar. Like the R-rated movie, they really stepped up some of his stuff.
There's a difference between like reading it on the page, where you can just skim over it, and just like hearing it blasting in your ears where you can't like get away from it.
Right. So somehow, I think in the movie when he's tortured, they end up giving him a healing factor.
Oh, okay.
Because if he had the healing factor when it was announced that he found out he had all that type of cancer, then the healing factor, like Wolverine's, would have taken care of it. But I think it's because of all the experimentation that Wade Wilson goes through, is how he's able to get his healing factor.
Yeah, I actually didn't, before we did this game, I did not know his name was Wade Wilson, so that's really interesting.
Yeah, you can just call him Wade.
He looks, I mean, when you realize that he's a takeoff on Slade, and you see the crossed swords behind him and his outfit and stuff, it's like, yep, he looks just like Slade, actually, just a different color suit, basically.
Deathstroke only uses one sword. His sword is magical, though.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Shows how much I know.
It's a special weapon. I mean, he can use multiple swords if he wants to. Sometimes he uses a bow staff. Yeah, there we go. Deadpool wins.
They both use swords and guns.
Yep.
Or, yeah.
Deadpool likes to use pistols, and Deathstroke uses like a machine gun hybrid type thing. He wants to be accurate. Deadpool is just, you know, armed to the teeth.
Yeah, I think he's a little bit crazier, so he doesn't really care about aim as much, maybe. Just like, yeah.
No, he's pretty, I mean, I remember him doing a lot of stuff like Deadpool, like basically being like a mercenary type guy, but he has joined teams. He's been a member of X-Force, though his costume is white and black with X-Force. He joined X-Force in 2012, but I never really, you know, I haven't really read a lot of Marvel anymore. I don't support Marvel comics. I support Marvel animation, Marvel video games, and Marvel films.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't like their comic branch. It's a breeding ground for like so many horrible people in this industry. It's very sad. I'm hoping that maybe someday Stan Lee and his family can get control of the company again, because Disney obviously isn't gonna clean up the trash that's involved with their comic book brand. Their hiring practices are very bad too, which is sad. But at least the characters are true to form in other media, and that's where a lot of these stories are coming from, is like past interpretations of the characters from the 70s, 80s, and 90s.
Yeah, and that's why like the Marvel Cinematic Universe like is so good right now, because they're using stories from decades ago when Marvel Comics used to be good.
Yep.
So it's interesting how people are like, oh, well, you don't like these characters? It's like, yeah, we actually do like the movies because they're from when we used to like Marvel Comics.
Yep.
If you guys were seeing the movies from the comic books that are being created now, not as many people would go to the movies, and they probably wouldn't like them as much.
Whoops.
It would just give you a bad taste in your mouth watching them.
I forgot that we were supposed to protect Black Widow. I got a pounding headache, guys and gals, so I'm doing the best I can.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited that Deadpool's in this game. We know for a fact that Cable is coming, based on his announcement, like showing him as a assist character, and Cable has a lot of really cool moves.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Domino will be in this, or if we'll get, like, Colossus, or, like, any of the other Deadpool characters. In Marvel Infinity War, the only character that was showcased was Thanos, but Deadpool has showcased both Cable and Deadpool, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that the event that we finished yesterday, they had a lot of nods to the Deadpool movies, and Deadpool breaking the fourth wall, talking about how Cable looked like Thanos because it's the same actor who plays both characters.
Oh,
that was really funny.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I did find it kind of neat that on Twitter recently, Stan Lee was able to get a hold of his Twitter account.
More power to him. I really like
which is awesome.
what Stan's doing with that.
Yeah, and I loved how, like, he was asking fans to help him make a video and answer questions, and all these people were helping out Stan online, so it was so great. And I loved how he said that Tom Holland was exactly how he pictured Spider-Man, which I have to say that's exactly what I thought when I saw Tom Holland, because he was he's a teenager, he's little, he's not a big, guy, so yeah. He seems like a very sweet kid, but I mean, I don't know him personally, but he seems nice.
Yep. And he'll be around for a while, so.
But yeah, I mean, Stan is such a great guy, and I like how he's just writing some tweets about just, never giving up and just always believing in your dreams and stuff, which is really cool. I mean, he's like a hero to all of us, so.
Yep. And he's gonna sue the people that badmouthed him, which more power to Stan. Stan, I love that he's taking a stand for himself, and, he's a good guy. He's got a lot of fight in him for an old-timer. Also, speaking of Spider-Man, they just announced who the villain is going to be, Mysterio. And Jake Gyllenhaal is trying to get the part of Mysterio. So the guy who was supposedly going to play Batman in the Matt Reeves movies. He's going after Mysterio, so there's no other actor attached to a future Batman film other than Ben Affleck at this point in time.
Oh, wow.
Yep. He really wants to play Mysterio, the Jake Gyllenhaal guy.
Oh, okay. Prince of Persia.
Yep, Prince of Persia.
It was a good movie. I liked that movie. That's the movie that I remember Jake Gyllenhaal in, actually.
Yep.
And then I know that I think it was his sister who played the second Rachel.
Yep. It was.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But we were talking about the comics from, I don't know what it was, what decades are in this Marvel Cinematic Universe right now.
80s and 90s.
80s and 90s, but yeah, I also liked the 80s and 90s DC comics a lot. We did. And the 70s a little bit, no?
80s and maybe early 90s.
Oh, okay.
Well, no. Maybe late 90s.
I forgot what they based the animated series off of.
70s and 80s.
Ah, there you go. Those were the golden age of, well, I don't know if the golden age, but the ones that
It's called the Silver Age.
Ah, okay.
Wait, no.
Wait.
Bronze.
Well, yeah. Bronze Age. There you go.
Golden Age is 40s and 50s. Silver Age is 50s through 60s. Bronze Age is 70s, 80s, and 90s. And Modern Age is considered like 96 through today.
So I'm a Bronze Age fan then.
Mm-hmm. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, man. I'm getting a little tunnel vision. So, we're gonna skip this, and Deadpool, we're gonna keep in Quake and Wolverine.
I was thinking maybe I would see the made-for-TV version of Deadpool. I don't know if it would be any different, though.
Sure it would. They would bleep out a lot of stuff, but they don't... I like when they used to make censored, alternative choices of movies. That you could watch.
I did too. In fact, that's how you saw a lot of the Arnold Schwarzenegger movies when you were younger and
Yep.
stuff with your dad.
Yep.
Because then you can watch that with your kids and stuff.
To some extent.
I mean, kind of. Like, not all of... Yeah.
But they don't really believe in censorship anymore, which is kind of wrong. Alright, Deadpool, let's go. Bye, Tony. Don't do that. Doctor Strange is a character I'd like to get in this game, but I don't know how to get him. I don't know if he's a premium character or if he's, like, unlocked, like, in a certain part of the game.
Mm-hmm.
But Deadpool, he wasn't that hard to unlock. I mean, it was the luck of the draw, to be honest. The difference between Thanos events and Deadpool events is you can't continuously play the Deadpool events. They're only available like every 3 to 4 days, whereas the Thanos events, they had it going on for 21 days or something like that. And it took that long just to unlock the character, so because it took me all month to get Thanos, it's kind of cool that I got Deadpool so quick. You know, it's an even trade. So anyway, guys and gals, that does it for this showcase. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell us what you think about Deadpool, the Merc with the Mouth, in the comment section below. And we're gonna try to do some more Marvel Strike Force for you later this week. Rumor has it that they've lowered the difficulty for Chapter 6 of the heroes and 5 and 6 for the villains. So we're gonna get back to hopefully finishing that stuff and getting you more Marvel content this week. Thanks so much for watching, and check out some of the other videos we got going up on the channel later today. Whoops, Spider-Man. God bless and happy gaming.